There we go. Audio's fixed now. Thank you for letting me know, Ed. Because, yeah, unfortunately, the audio decided to just sort of go. There we go. For some reason, the audio didn't want to play. But we're back. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the Just Mo Show. It is your horses with the most, is Just Mo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My goodness, it is a hot day. It's not just warm, it's hot. It's hot. It's currently 20 degrees. It's May. Okay, let me just put that out there. It's May. Okay, so we had 5 minutes of lip reading show. Yeah, welcome to the lip reading show. Let's see how you can read my lips today. But yes, we do have some things to talk about, and it's a hot one. It's a very hot one. So get your beverages, etc. Is next week going to be sign language? Yeah, of course. Like to be diverse, etc. But there are some things that we do need to speak about. There is. I'm not gonna sit here and tell no lies. There is some things that See, I'm double dipping my drinks today. I've got water and I've got some fizzy drink. Cause it's kind of nice actually. It's kind of quite orangey topical. Makes me feel like I'm abroad. It just needs to be colder. Yes, we do have some things that we do need to speak about tonight. We're gonna have our shares, a real good time. I feel love. Alrighty then. Like I said, we will give it until the allotted time. So you've got till about 8 o'clock. So you can get your snacks and your beverages, etc. Before you come back and get ready to delve into what we've got, all the juicy stuff that we've got here. But Ed, how have we been? And I know what Ed's like as well, because I know he doesn't like the heat that much. So, because he's been mourning, has Ed? But yes, I'm also in very high spirits as well because Chelsea won today. So yeah, really happy. A lot of people are gonna be like, "You all right?" No, that's about Chelsea Football Club. I thought we were going to lose. It was 2-1 at Forest at one point, and I was like, "No. So don't like it." But luckily, the boys in blue managed to get the win. 3 points. Come on. Laughing at United below us. That's going to annoy some United fans. And it's too hot and it's crap. Yeah, I can understand that. Make a change that Chelsea willing one did the other team not show up. What? Huh? What you saying? What? Ed. You see, like I said, there are some times where Ed just doesn't double check to see if his sentences make any sense, and that's when I'm sort of like, Ed, Ed, you know. For the past 4 games they've been playing some good football. Today it was a little bit nervy. Oh, Forest had me up against the ropes. Did the other team not show as you? You can't say anything either because you don't follow football. You can't say nothing. So shush and mush. Non-football fan over here going on about football. Shut up. You don't watch football. You don't like it. Go away. And I bet he's going to be like, I do like football. Barrow. Like, I'm talking about Premier League here. My goodness. But yeah, it's fun to watch United fans watch Chelsea win today. Just taste the salt. So basically, we won today. It means that we went about 2 or 3 points above them. We were on equal points because of the last game that we won, and United lost, I think, or they drew. It's either they drew or they lost. So we won. I think it was 5-0. We were on the same points, 11 goal difference. We had 11 more goals, basically. So, yeah, I'm happy. Because now all the United fans are salty because Chelsea continuously keep winning. But they did have me they did have me worried today. They had me very worried today. Sterling Ford's putting in a shift. Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the day. Well, yes, make sure you get all your beverages, everything else, and also make sure you keep yourself cool, because it's hot out today. It's hot. Even if the sun has buggered off, it's still quite hot. So take care of yourselves. So yes, 3 minutes until we get into tonight's stuff. See how Ed has not commented anything else, because he knows I've got him banged for rights, because he can't talk because he don't follow football. Because I even said to him, I said, are you a Liverpool or a United fan? He said, I don't watch football. I said, well, why are you commenting on football then? I said, boy, if you don't. If you better than United, clap your hands. I just want to have salty United fans in. Woohoo! Nothing's more entertaining. Still in shock. You think Barrow is a football? It is a football team, you pillock. It's in the 4th division of professional football, which means they are a football team. Like, non-league football, if you're in the National League, you're still considered a football club, but just not as much. But once you're in the professional pyramid, which Barrow are, and they even fought for promotion this season, they fought for playoffs. Unfortunately, they just missed out. It happens. But they are a proper football club, because they're in the football pyramid. That's the whole point of having the football pyramid. You are, for then, known as a footballing club. Because you are in the football pyramid. Don't you dare disrespect our Bluebirds, either. Coming for your head top. It's a better way of saying. Better way of saying. Alright, you got a minute. And then we're going to get into the show. No more talk of football, etc. So. Chelsea. Chelsea. Ooh. Alrighty then. Today we will start with the Rocky Horror Experience. You should know this by now. Coming to town, you should know. I mean, we do have Christopher Biggins, a man who not only was a contestant on TV series I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, but he also was crowned their winner in 2007. But he's also an original cast member of the Rocky Horror Show. Now, if you get your tickets before the 25th of this month, you will have more of an opportunity, more of a chance to win the opportunity to have the meet and greet with Christopher Biggins, ladies and gents. That's right, you heard that right. So you can get your tickets. You can get your tickets via Eventbrite, or if you are local, you can get your tickets via Cavendish Street at Fat Bob's Music Store, or head on over to Dalton Road to Peter's Fruit and Veg. They also will be selling them there as well. That's if you don't like to use the internet that much. So go ahead, get yourselves over there and purchase your tickets. And also whilst you're there, make sure you support local and have a little look around and see if anything piques your interest or anything tickles your pickle, as we like to say. But yes, the main, as you could possibly tell by the title, that it's going to be of today's live. We are going to be talking about something pretty serious, because it's tonight. It's not just about me talking about the shows. It's regarding the live music scene, the live events in the grassroots. So I'm talking about us. I'm talking about everywhere else in this town. We are considered grassroots. Why is that? Because we're a charity. We are a charity, and we host events. That's what we do. But we're not Glastonbury. We're not Kendall Calling. We're not Leeds and Reading Festival. We're none of these. We're a Barrow Furnace, and we host our shows at the Cloud 9, which holds roughly 500 people in. I'm getting there, Ed. Don't worry. So here is something that came up on the news, or it was in an article, a very important article, and a very big article today. I believe it's also been on the news. This has also been mentioned on the news. The percentage of a concert ticket that goes to the performer can vary wildly depending on the specific agreement between the performer and the venue or event organizer. In general, it's common for the performer to receive a percentage of the ticket sales, but the exact amount can depend on factors such as the performer's popularity, negotiating power, and the terms of their contract. It's difficult to provide an exact percentage without specific knowledge. BBC News This Morning programme, I watched it. And I'm going to show you a post, because recently I've seen some people go on about, taking pictures and going, oh, the music scene's not dead here in Barrow. The live event scene's not dead. And they've got pictures of them and their friends at an event. And I go, that's a completely different matter of fact. They're all friends. You are all friends and you're all together. Doesn't mean anything. There's no proof there. All you've got is a bunch of your friends or a bunch of people that come to that venue on a regular basis. You haven't proved anything there. Especially when the venue doesn't hold an awful lot of people. And the majority of people that go in there are regulars, and they go in there near enough every single week. But here is a post that that came up, and I just want you all to see this, because it was yeah, just a moment, because I thought I had it up. I don't. I think it was. There we go. So this was what was shown. Okay. So this was what was in a very important article today. So as you can see, MVT Music Venue Trust for the RAVE Festival. So this was the bar line. RAVE becomes first festival to donate percentage of ticket sales to Music Venue Trust. Ticket sale contribution will go to the charity's pipeline investment to fund to support grassroots music. So I'm just gonna basically do this top part here. I'm gonna do this part here that you see highlighted. That's what you're gonna see me do. So Music Venue Trust MVT, which represents hundreds of grassroots music venues GMVs, has announced a new agreement with Radar Festival. A percentage of every ticket sold for the independent festival will go towards supporting grassroots music via the charity's Pipeline Investment Fund. Radar, an exclusive and modern contemporary indoor music festival, becomes the first festival to agree to donate to the Pipeline Investment Fund, which has awarded more than £260,000 to 61 UK grassroots music venues since it was founded in 2022. The announcement follows renewed calls from MVT for a ticket levy on all major stadium and arena gigs to support GMVs. In the wake of that news, that 16%, 125, of UK grassroots music venues were lost in the last 12 months, with 38% of all UK GMVs posting a financial loss. Founded in 2019, this year's Radar Festival runs from July 26th to July 28th at O2 Victoria Warehouse in Manchester, with a lineup that includes the Midnight, Dirty Loops, Pliny, Vola, and Sungazer. So, what does everybody have to say about what does everybody think? Because I'm going to keep it honest, as I always do. I'm completely unbiased. That's troubling. That the statement that is there, a statement that has been made, that the announcement follows renewed calls from MVT, a ticket levy, and then they go on to mention that 16%, 125, of grassroots music venues were lost in the last 12 months, with 38%. Do you realise how close to half that is? That's really bad. That is really, like I've said, and I will keep saying time and time and time again. The grassroots, as in the likes of us, we're struggling when it comes to new faces, when it comes to more people showing support. Like we'll have our regulars. Trust us. We'll have our regulars, and it's always great to have them. And we love seeing them and them having a great time. It's perfect. It's fantastic. But we want to see more new faces every single show that we do, and they're all like, no, I'd rather bugger off, spend 100 to 300 quid on either going to Glastonbury, Kendall Calling, Leeds and Reading Festival, like when you've literally got artists that are either on the same caliber or are on the same caliber as the ones that you're going to watch in a city. Like, you've got them right here, right at your front door. Like, all you have to do is have a 10-minute walk, or getting a taxi. It take you 5 minutes. Same, every venue is struggling with the venue pays. What they should affect the bottom line, insurance, etc. 100%. This is like, and when you've got people on their social medias who do events, and they're trying to be, in a manner of sense, I would say, a little bit shonty, and they're posting pictures and going, oh, the mission scene's not going dead, it's not going stale. I'm like, that's because all those people are your friends, or they are regulars that go into that place because they know the owner, or they've been going there for a long time, and they're not going to change it just because there's an event on. There's a big difference between having the regulars there that come to every single show that you do, no matter how bad it is, to people that have one or two drinks all night and just sit at their seats and don't do nothing. Because, well, why would they? It's, it's becoming a really... And like I said, this has been talked about on the news as well. This has been spoken about on the news. This whole grassroots, like, nightlife scene when it comes to events is dying out. It's dying out because all people care about is mainstream. That's all the people care about is the mainstream, the big names, the big dogs. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. We all like a great, big celebrity. We all like to go and listen to our favourite artists, etc. But these are the same people that will then complain about things in their hometown never being there. Like, there's no such stuff as this sort of stuff, where I'm from. When literally they had a identical event from what the festival was that they've just been to and gone off their absolute barnet about. They have literally had an identical copy there the week before, or the week after, or a month after, or even 2 months after, and they still don't support it. They still complain. These are the people that need to be told, swivel on it. They need to be told to swivel, because if it's me and I've got that kind of caliber that these festivals have got, and they're here in my hometown, and the tickets are an awful lot cheaper. They're an awful lot cheaper, and it's literally next door. Practically, it's literally next door. Best believe your bottom dollar, I'd happily go to next door to go to this event. Like, absolutely. I'm not gonna be like, no, hell no. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at it. I'm like, of course I'm gonna go to this local event. Some of the names that they've got is dumb. They've got some great names here. They've even got some names that I've never heard of before. I'm gonna go check them out. And then that's how you find new bands or new acts, new artists that you end up becoming, you know, enthralled by, and you end up following them and following their careers. Before you know it, you're a full-fledged fan, and you can't wait for their next drop. You can't wait for their next song. You can't wait for their next album. You can't wait for their next tour. That's the whole point of grassroots. Is these acts get that opportunity to get that kind of rehearsal in, find out what songs are great through their setups, and get the crowd going. What songs best when and where. That's the whole point of grassroots events, is that. And it's slowly dying. It's been slowly dying for a little while now. It's before the mainstream media started to speak about it. Way before. I'm talking, this has been slowly decaying for years. It's been slowly decaying for years. It's happened one point at a time. And it just gets less and less and less and less and less. And you're like, if this doesn't stop and things change anytime soon, you're not going to have anybody in this town. I'm not just saying this town, but throughout this country, but especially because we live here, but everybody throughout this town and throughout this country that live in these small towns, these little villages, etc., that don't have these luxuries that the cities have, with the venues that hold tens of thousands of people in, what's going to happen is there's going to be nothing for them there. And it's just going to become boring. This town is already bad as it is, with all the crap that's had over the years. And with all the shops closing down because BAE Systems wants to buy everything for contractors. That's all this town is going to become. It's a town full of contractors. Is that what we want? Is that what we want? And that's what's going to happen in these other villages and towns as well. Because, look, I understand the cost, the cost of living crisis, it's a big deal, and it's not easy. And this country needs to get their finger out of their backside and realise what they're doing is jeopardising this country even more so. Give us something to have hope for when it comes to nightlife. Especially when it comes to music, because music is everything to us. But it is coming to the point where you're just sort of looking at it going, when's enough going to be enough? And finally, that bit of thread's just going to and break, snap, fade away. Because it's coming. We keep going in the direction that we're going. It is coming, ladies and gents. 100% it's coming. And we need to act quick. Like I said, it's been happening for years, slowly decaying. And people didn't notice much. Why? Because people don't notice nothing. We're human beings because we're idiots. Absolute morons who don't notice nothing. Like, say if somebody was a wizard and they did flat out magic, they got a full on wand out and bippity boppity boo just vanished in front of us, and then they cast a spell in front of us. We'd go, oh, there's light tricks and whatnot, and then we just go about our day because we're fucking clueless. We're clueless. The human race, we are clueless. We are so lost. And we're in a sorry shape from what we were. If I go back 15 years ago, we were nowhere near this bad. We were a lot happier, an awful lot happier. Cost of living was good, everything was fine. Not everybody was a wet wipe and found everything offensive. You could say pretty much everything that you wanted to people, and people won't get bent over backwards for it. There'd only be 2 freaking genders. Which there is only 2 freaking genders. What happened to the human race? What happened? Social media is a big thing. Social media isn't, and I just think people begging for attention. I think that's all it is. People begging for attention. As soon as the entitled pillars started to chime away, I think that's when it started going downhill. And then we just simply let them have stuff. When in reality, we should have given them the big middle finger and told them to get lost. You could keep making as much noise as you want. We don't give a damn. But when the governments of the world started to bend to their will almost, that's when you knew. It's bad. Ed, what are we thinking? What are we thinking, Ed? Because I like I said, I can. Because I do think that there is some parts that are just like, is this salvageable? Can this be saved? Because it's been headed in this direction for a long time. It's not just, it's everywhere in these smaller towns that are struggling, especially throughout Cumbria. 100%. You look at Ulverston and Dalton; they've had shows cancelled. Millom show cancelled in the last 12 months. It's bad. It's really bad. Like, I always say, work your ass off. And that's the whole point, is you work your ass off. Because then you'll reap the benefits. You'll reap the benefits 100%. As of course, there's a little bit of luck, because everybody has that little bit of luck. But first, you've got to put in the work. When I say put in the work, I mean you've got to put blood, sweat, and tears into anything that you want to do. If you want to be successful at it and go to the next level, blood, sweat, and tears, you have to go for it. Because if you don't give it that much, then that little bit of luck isn't going to come. Because a little bit of luck comes to those that have worked for it. It's very rare that it doesn't. Like, once every blue moon, I would say. But yeah, like I said, the grassroots, when it comes to the grassroots music events, they're struggling, man. They're struggling. Everybody's struggling. And we need to do something to try and change that. It's time to stand up and go, not today. In another sense, let's rewrite the stars. Let's rewrite, the course of what the world deems is going to happen. Let's rewrite the script. Let's have it all going our way. Let's have it all going upwards for once. Instead of everything just come crumbling the frick down. Like, everywhere you go, it's not just this town. It's all the way throughout Cumbria. It's all the way throughout the country. You'll go to these places like a small town or a small little place. That's not a city. Crumbling buildings with boarded windows. You've got shops that are no longer there because they've had to close down pubs that are no longer there because they've had to close. And close indefinitely. They've had to, the buildings had to be sold to investors, etc. And then contractors are coming into these towns because nobody else wants to do like the really, really tough jobs. Like they have at BAE Systems. They're not difficult. They literally sit around for 12 hours of a day. Don't believe me? I've got a lot of friends and a lot of family that work there. They say the exact same thing. We do at least 2 hours of work and that's about it. Depending on what area you're in when it comes into it in that establishment, in that company, a lot of them don't do a lot. And I went, I'd love to have that job. Do 2 hours of solid work and make about for about 10 hours. Sign me up, sure. Sign me up. Because the money that they get is crazy. You give me that kind of figure and I'm going to shake your hand and go, yes, sir, I'll start today. But it's just bad. It's getting to that point where there's no return. Like, people are always moaning that there's nothing here. There is literally going to be nothing here. Because not everybody's going to be able to continuously put on big shows. Like, big events. Then you're really going to start moaning. Oh, there's nothing happening here. Oh, yeah, I wonder why, you knob jockeys. Because when stuff was here, and it was here in abundance, with great quality, and high calibre, you all thought, no, I'd rather stay at home. Ooh, chicken chow mein. It's 2 for 1. Don't mind. Yeah, might as well. Oh, what's on Disney tonight? Disney Plus, yeah. It's Lightyear. Oh, another live action. Oh, sad it. Put it on. Oh, that Chris Hemsworth. Oh, he's fit, isn't he? He's got a new film out. Put it on. That is generally what a lot of people do. And they're the same ones that complain and moan about things not happening in Barrow. Or any... It's shocking. And I don't know what it is that you've just sent me. What have you... Ed sends me stuff whilst we're live. Ed. What's this about? Is this your license or something? Oh. Was about to say, what the hell is this? But I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah. Don't worry, your secret's safe. I'm not gonna read it. I've taken it off my phone. It's fine. I've deleted it. But yes, people. Look, I keep it real as I can. I always try to keep it 100, as the kids say today. Like, look, stop getting so blinded by the lights. Stop being so blinded by mainstream. Look, yeah, mainstream's great, it's grand. But sometimes there's so much beauty. Like, you don't expect it kind of beauty, but it stands out. When it comes to grassroots, when it comes to local, effing hit computers. Effing computers hit them, it froze, then sent stuff fall over. I was going to be like, what that's this? Ed, what did he send me? But yes, it's a lot of people. It's just getting to that point where it can't be saved. And once that happens, I don't know how you lot are going to take it. Because you've been given these opportunities. You've been given this chance to stand out. You've been given this opportunity to come to these shores. It's not just ours either. It's all over the town. It's all over the county. It's why I constantly say support your local. Support local events, support local stores. Stop going on Just State all the time. I wonder when people are going to wake up. Because trust me, people are going to wake up eventually. People are going to wake up eventually. And when they do, once they do, damn, they're going to realise it's too late. That they can do anything to save it. Or anything to stop, the decay. Because once that's going to be left, once people finally wake up, they just have to get rid. What they going to do then, huh? What they going to do? Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? It's mind-boggling. But yes, Ed, if you could... If Ed's watching, if you could inform everybody in the chat that we need them back on the live tonight for the vote when it comes to the costume. We have 2 votes. One of it's a draw at the moment. It's 1-1. It's 1-1 at the moment. We got Bachelor number 1 with 1 and Bachelor number 2 with 1. So I got no more fever. I got no more fever. Where does that come from? My knees never dead. I'm singing Christmas songs. Yes, well, there is loads of time, so don't stress, as it's... What? Did you just remove a message? Boom, boom, boom. been Keswick to Barrow today. Okay, and? And? Honestly, I've got to ask, why do people give that much of a shit? Because they don't. Fair play to the people that do it. The people that don't do it, why do they care? It's because they all go, oh, you don't give a damn. You don't give a tiny rat's backside. All this fakeness is bore off. What, Barrow has a left B team? What's that supposed to mean? What does that mean? By the way, I can't stand when Barovians call Barrow Barra. It really is a pet peeve of mine. It's because us Northerners just don't like to communicate. We don't like to pronunciate. So I always had people telling me that I sounded like I was from like Newcastle or Manchester or something. I'm like, what? Like, oh, like posh man. I was like, have you ever been to Manchester? I did that joke once in Manchester to a load of Manx and they thought that was funny. So allow it. Born and bred. Absolutely. Would you mean that someone watching it and you say you like Barrow, while saying Barrow has an FB team? What? Huh? But yes. Like I said, make sure to let the people know in the chat that they're probably going to be needed for like 5 minutes to get votes in. 5-10 minutes. 10 minutes tops. So they can come in, put their vote down, and then they can bugger off if they want to. If they want to stick around for a little bit, they can stick around. If they don't, they can more than happy to go. What? I'm on about tonight. Well, yeah, I mean, for the Christmas costumes, that's what it was. That's what we were going to do for tonight. That's what we're here for, is to get the votes in. Ed, you should know me by now. I like things being planned. I like things done, sorted, done. You know. Like I said, it's still just those two costumes as well. Don't even dare try and think about it. You little nasty. I know what you like, little shizer. I'll give you a big old thump. But yes, ladies and gents, like, I want to know what's everybody else's opinions on that matter. Ed, I don't want to swear on stream, so behave. I've got people got people watching. The kids are watching. So behave. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Do apologise. That had someone call in. I was like, nope, don't you know. But now you can tell that it's springtime. It's like it's summer. I was like, it's not summer yet. I mean, on the show we always do an hour. That's the gist. It's always an hour. So that's the regular schedule programming. It's always an hour. So Ed, it's freaking hot. That's what it is. I won't lie. It is warm. It is. It is hot. You can't do the "Baby, it's cold outside." Can't do none of that no more. It's 20 degrees. It's 9:15, and it's 20 degrees. I'm not even going to sleep tonight. I'm not even going to be able to go to sleep. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to be there going. I'm really going to sleep. Too hot, too cold, too hot, too cold. That's literally it. And I'll have the fun on as well. It'll be like, too hot and too cold. I'll literally then find myself in the freezer. That's better. If I was Frankenstein, could chop up off my limbs and just pop it in. That's better. But yes, ladies and gents, when it comes to these events, you need. It's not just us, and I keep saying it. It's not just us. It's happening all across the country. But I speak of it in regards to us. If you don't start showing support, when it comes to these big events that we've got coming for 2025 and 2026, you're gonna be gutted, because if we think that we're not getting the support here, we may want to go elsewhere. That's what I'm saying. That may sound nasty, but it's the way it's going. Like, why are we going to do events here when the people about don't give a damn? Whether they're big or small. Why should we do it? That's the big question, is why should we do it? When, yeah, we get the regulars. That's great. It's awesome seeing them. But when it comes to new faces, we don't get them. They're all wanting to bugger off to the bigger festivals and be like, off the minds with coke. Sounds about right. And some of them often overdose because they don't know how to control themselves. Because for some reason, when people go to festivals, they literally lose all sense of, sense. Of just common sense. And to be perfectly honest, the common sense when it comes to the human race was lost a long time ago. Because all people cared about is fame, attention, clout, money. It's all everybody seemed to care about in the end. Look, I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of why I started doing YouTube was a little bit of attention, of course, because we were in the middle of a pandemic. But a lot of people would have probably stopped after the pandemic. I didn't. I carried on. Why? Because I found a passion for it. It came 8 months in, and I had breached the threshold of becoming monetized. I became fully monetized, and I could earn money through YouTube in 8 months. When I started, in 8 months, I could earn money. And so that's when I went, if I take this a little bit more seriously, I could earn some real money here. And I won't have to work a regular job. I won't have to. But unfortunately, things don't work out the way I always think they're going to do. But I keep trying to bring out content as much as I can. But I love doing this so much more. I just love doing commentary stuff. This is what it is. This is commentary stuff. This is in the commentary department. Or in the category of commentary channel. Is you've got a commentary channel that comes in and talks, commentates about live events, etc. So that's what you get from me. And I'm sat here now, and I'm like, it is hot. I'm like, it's hot. Like, the sun's not even out, and I'm hot. Like, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I want my clothes off. This is what you're gonna get. When the heat gets to the brain. The heat gets to the brain. Is anybody home? No, not computing. He's in. Oh, well. That's what happens when it gets too hot. If it's too cold, I'm like, yeah. I'm like layered. I'm in a cocoon. But yeah, get ready for the summer, ladies and gents, because it's fast approaching. It's fast approaching. You little nasty. My goodness. See, if it's in between 15 to this 20, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm like, it's nice, it's warm, it's good. When it comes to evening, I'm like, no. Like, I want it to drop to about 12, 13. When it's evening. Because I'm like, I want to go to sleep. So go down a bit. But when it's like 20 degrees or whatever, I'm like, I can't sleep. It happened when I was abroad. I remember when I was on a lad's holiday. And the first night, it was like, something stupid it was. It was like 30 odd degrees. And me and the boys were like trying to sleep, and I'm like, we were there for like, I'm just lying. I think it came to about like 2 or 3 hours of us just laying there. And this was like the first night. So it was like early hours of the morning. So I'm talking about like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Because most venues over there, they close at like, 5, 6 o'clock. So we've gotten back at about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, it came to about 8, half 8, and I go, boys, can you go to sleep? He's like, no, it's too freaking hot. So we learnt a trick. And I use this trick still to this day. If it's hot in this country, and I know I'm going to struggle to sleep, what I do is I go and take an ice cold shower. So we had a fridge and a freezer. So what we do is we got a bunch of ice. We went to a little shop, a little corner shop. This was in Malia. And we went and got a bunch of ice. We got to put ice in. So you put ice in. You can either have the bath, because I had a bathtub as well, or you can have just the shower. So one time I did the ice bath, and oh my god, I did the ice bath, and I fell asleep like that. Because my body temperature had cooled all the way down. So when I woke up, I was sweating. That's about right. That's what it was. That's what it was. Oh god, what am I going to do? I mean, I think it's been an hour, hasn't it? Because we did start, didn't we? Early tonight. because I don't want to sit here and waste everybody's time with me just rambling on. Enjoy your amazing summer. Enjoy your summer. Yeah, Azaria, big happy birthday to you as well. Yeah, good night, everybody. We'll see you on Wednesday. It's going to be it for me. Turtle Pip, God bless. Bye. Have a great time.